So we have a sheet of paper, and I'm not going to pre-crease it. I'm just going to see if I can just squash it, crush it. That's pretty random squash. So now what I'm going to do is test this against what are a number of origami axioms. So that is a mountain fold. This is another mountain fold. Is there another one there? Another mountain fold. And this is a valley fold. And one of the origami axioms is that around any vertex here, point in the center of the page, the difference between mountains and valleys will be either plus or minus 2. So we have one valley and 3 mountains. So the difference is plus 2 mountain folds here. So, or less than 2 valley folds, whichever way you interpret it. So that works. Try these guys. So I might have to simplify some of these. Now, that's a mountain. And that's a valley. So we have 3 valleys and 1 mountain. That checks out. We have a mountain here. And another 3 valleys. That checks out just there. And here. Simplifying that into a valley. We have 3 valleys and 1 mountain here. Here, looks like we have a mountain and 3 valleys. Here. So far, we have 3 mountains, 1 valley. And it looks like another valley here. And another mountain here. Okay. So that checks out. Here we have 1, 2, 3 valleys and a mountain sort of coming here. And here, there is a mountain. And I don't know what's going on here. It looks like the cable is getting in the way. No. It looks like that. Yeah. A valley. Oh, God. 2 mountains, 2 valleys. 3 mountains, 2 valleys. I don't know. Can't actually see that. What's going on with that one? So try and recreate the fold here. There's something happening here at this edge that I can't quite see. Just okay. So that passes vertices being plus or less than 2. Now, alternate angles should make up 180 degrees. So this and this looks about right. This one will swap over, will swing around to here. Yeah. So that checks out, I think. That looks all right. I can't see the others though, they're too small. And the third axiom to test would be 2 colorability. This could be a big fail here now. I don't know how this is going to go. So 2 colorability means that basically around each vertex, you should be able to shade them alternate colors and that they shouldn't clash. So very bad shading in there, Alex. Okay. So this one checks out. I'm not sure that this one does though. Let's go over here. Yeah. Pink, white, pink, white, pink. Okay, so that's good. That's pink. Right. Pink, yeah, that's good. This one, pink, white, pink, white, yeah. Oh. So I think that seems to have passed. One here. Actually, there's a valley I haven't marked in. I just noticed. And that means Now as well. There we go. So it passes the two colorability test. That's great. So I think we have 3 of the 4, and then the final one is kind of common sense. Fourth axiom is that folds can't intersect. So a fold can't go through another fold, and it kind of stops itself from happening naturally. I think that's more from a design perspective, you know, if you're designing a fold. So I have just, I think, quite randomly folded a sheet of paper. And I'm just going to so looking at folded ontology of Levi Bryant in response to object-oriented ontology has been really exciting bit of research for me over the past week. And I wanted to just kind of fold this and just to sort of say a couple of lines from this paper that really jumped out. And there was one where Michael Serres is quoted speaking of Lucretius's ontology. And he says, the world to which it testifies is a place of turbulent flows of chaos and the emergence of order by what classical metaphysics has taught us to call chance. And I think that's actually wonderful. He goes on then to talk about fluidity and the sort of illusion of order. And this is something that I am sort of trying to sort of get around really and to try to express in some way. The idea that order is kind of like an illusion and is situated really at the edge of chaos. And he talks about fluidity here. Again, Bryant is quoting Serres responding to Lucretian's philosophy. And the quote is, from a Lucretian perspective, fluidity is not a particular and rare case of the general condition of solids, but rather of the model from which all physics begins. Solid bodies are just exceptionally slow-moving fluids. Stable order exists not through the resistance to change, but through the temporary maintenance of structured change. Form itself is never static. A local order, which from within may give the appearance of stability, is a minimally open system that will in time return to the global flow from which it arises. Reading over my shoulder there, sorry for my bad reading. I think those ideas are exciting. And that's my little bit of research.